Hi everybody, welcome to today's transmission. As usual, we have the three angels from the last three bite-sized transmissions, and we have Metatron holding the upper field and Soundophone holding space in the lower dimensions, anchoring it all into place. And the theme for this transmission is love and money. And it's really clearing away the disparity. So we're aligning with divine timing and aha moments and realizing the truth of the divine love and the love anchoring into reality, with the focusing of the energy, getting clarity on what the truth is, and focusing that down into taking it from potentiality into reality through the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfilled card on all levels, especially money, but in love as well. And so it's success in work, in income, in love, in creating that lifestyle where all those needs are met, that more abundant, prosperous, happy lifestyle that you deserve. And then this last one is about clearing away the darkness. It's about that battle between dark and light. And clearing away karma, and this is when our past life relationships come up. So we're clearing the traumas and the karma from past lives, which are contributing to that confusion and disparity. And the word I was getting from the angels was ambivalence. So where there's some kind of ambivalence, or in other words, mixed messages from your soul around what you do want and what you don't want, like what you want in love, what you want in your lifestyle, what you want in your career, in the projects you're starting. When there's some conflict around that, where there's some part of you that doesn't want that for some reason, where it doesn't feel like a perfect alignment or a perfect fit, and therefore you keep it away and it never fully materializes or comes to fruition because you're sending disparate signals out to the universe. So this reading is bringing that all together. And funny enough, just as I was feeling into these two cards here, this first row, and I was getting, ambivalence, clearing the ambivalence to it, so that it keeps it out of the waiting stage, and so that it's done and it happens in your life, because you're sending a clear signal and there's nothing in the way and it can just manifest, and disappointments or confusions can be cleared up, and you can have a clear yes or a clear no on the choices being presented to you. And just as I was feeling into that, I got a phone call, and it was someone asking if a repair job that they'd done for me was complete and whether I was happy with it and whether I've tested it. And I was like, yeah, it's all done. Like, okay, we're closing the case. It's like, that is not a coincidence. Case closed, repair complete, everything's working. So let me now take you through a more in-depth reading, and then we'll bring some light language and really anchor that in to reality. Here we go. So I feel like the key card for this reading is the Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, completely content, wishes come true, feeling good, full, happy, satisfied. And again, the key word is ambivalence. I feel we're really clearing up ambivalence. And in the book that's being channeled through at the moment, that I've spoken about in other transmissions, what they're really asking us for is to be conscious in our choices, to be conscious in the bigger picture of what we really want in life and make choices that align to that. And so when we're creating a timeline, or we're attuning to a timeline, or we're changing the channel, the frequency that we exist in that attracts everything to us, we're doing it consciously. And they're saying that there's no time on earth more potent than now for doing that. It's more possible now than it ever was before. And the more we can consciously create our lives, the more it's going to rapidly accelerate the ascension process, which is what they're saying is happening now. They're really wanting to accelerate it. They're really wanting the shift to happen quickly. And the more people that are consciously making those timeline shifts or creating their own individual heaven on earth, the more it becomes possible for people further along in the journey, you know, that are following behind. It makes it easier for them as well, which then again accelerates the ascension process and brings that heaven to earth much more fluidly, much more easefully, and much more quickly. And so then that's at the base. That's the base of what we're trying to land here and anchor in our own individual lives and collectively. And so the angel above that, bringing in the codes for that, is Jehudiel. Angel of work and confidence, purpose, efficient, motivated, new ideas, projects, expedite, experience, focused. I'll help you with projects, choosing a vocation, or when you feel overwhelmed with work. So it's really just clearing the overwhelm and allowing you to focus, clearing the interference out the way, the distractions out the way, and helping you access the path that's lit up for you, really. So now I'm being taken to Cassiel, Keeper of Karma and Time. So on that note, we're going to clear the karma. Boundaries, time, discipline, solitude, rules, tears, paradox of light versus dark. I help you balance your karma and teach you how to grow through life's challenges, trials and tribulations. So we're going to work with everything we're going to bring forward and harness all the things we've learned through our challenges, and then we're going to clear away the debris and the traumas and the inconsistencies in our energy field that have come from those traumas. And we're going to complete the karma. And they're reminding me of that phone call I got. We did the repair. Have you received it? If you've received it, we're closing it. And so I feel like we're closing all chapters. We're closing out past lives. Have you received the healing? You've been receiving codes. You've been receiving healing around it. Is it fully received? Have you consciously received it? Can you affirm you've received it? Does it feel different in your body? When you look back and visit those conscious traumas or those fears, do they feel different now? Is there a different lightness to it? Do they still affect your choices? Do they still make you procrastinate or not go in that direction because it's uncomfortable or it hurts? Or does it feel neutral now? Does it feel lighter? And then, okay, now they're taking me to Ambriel, patron of psychics and students. Clarity, psychic protection, inspire curiosity, intellectual communication, aha moment. I clear mental fog and doubt and bring psychic insight into your awareness for spiritual and scholastic benefit. So they're bringing us what we need to know from the higher levels. They're making those connections. They're inspiring us in new directions. And showing us the clear path forward. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And it's worth waiting for. So everything, all of this has been learning. It's been clearing past traumas, past karma. It's been developing our resilience, developing our discipline, developing our intuition, and learning how to communicate with our higher self, and really learning that language, which is another language. We're here on another level of physics. So it's all been worth it. It's worth waiting for. It's all coming together. Divine timing is at work. It's all part of a bigger plan. It's all part of a bigger movement. Everything you've done has been building up to this, whether it felt like a success or a failure. And what we're doing now is we're landing it. We're landing that emotional fulfillment. But more than that, spiritual fulfillment. our own personal heavens on earth, which fit perfectly into everybody else's heaven on earth. Atatatikaka. Here we go. Here comes the healing. Atatatikaka. Seeing the hummingbird in the flower. Akatatatatatitakakakatuko. So that's the masculine and feminine unified in perfect balance. Coming down the midline. Akatatatatatitakakakaka. Anchoring that focus of the feminine creative energies into the masculine structure and form, stabilizing that into a divinely aligned lifestyle on earth. Atatatikakakatoko. Akatatatikakatoko. Showing me the dragon in the background of the Cassiel card. Akatatatatitakatakatoko ayato o kokokokoko akaya kaka. Akakaki akaka tokokoko atia kakoko atiako. Alright, it's a bit of dragon language there. Akatatati ato kakakakaka takakakoko atatakako akatako akatatati akakakatutukokokokatiakakotoko. Sandal for now. Akachachachachacha chokotakatia chakatakaka. Akachachachachi chatakotokotokotochi katakatati katakotokotokoko akatata. Akatatatakakakaka. Really anchoring that in. Akatatatatakatakatokotokotatakitaka. That's going really deeply into the earth. You might feel some heaviness, like some pulling down through your lower back, your tailbone into the earth. And your crown really open, third eye activated. Metatron coming in. Right, so there was some codes working through the stomach lining where we integrate what we take in and what we release into our body. And then through that, those light codes in the digestive system just expanded out through the energy field, really raising your frequency, vibration in your physical body, physical cells. Down into the earth. An expansion of the solar plexus chakra and the third eye. Yeah, so that pulling down now feels like an anchoring rather than a pulling, and there's a lightness in the energy field. Ashakaka Ashakatataka tioko ta ta ta. Oh, yeah. So it's like a greater expansion now in the other multidimensional fields as they connect up and align with the lower energetic bodies. Atayakato sasasakata atako ko ko. Whew, that feels nice. thymus area expanding and enlightening and filling with gold energy. It's a lovely rose pink, soft rose pink in the outer energy field. Feels a bit tingly, but in a soft way, like cotton wool. Almost like you can walk on water, that light. Yeah. Okay, blessings everybody. So yes, that is that is the completion. So there were quite a lot of light codes shared there. So do listen to your body. When you need when you need to eat and drink and rest, and drink a lot of water. There's a couple of announcements as well as usual if you want to stick around. Otherwise, see you next time. So just a few quick announcements today. The first one is that tomorrow over on Patreon we have the Twin Flame live workshop. Those have been going for the last few months. And so that's 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow. If you're watching this in time, you've still got time to jump in and join that tier. On that tier, you also get a topic of the month transmission with a channeled message, as well as a reading just for the Patreon exclusive community for the month. And you have access to a lot of the other exclusive materials on there as well that's not just Twin Flame related. And then the following day we also have the Energy Art Workshop, which goes for 2 hours from Wednesday at 2 p.m. These also happen once a month, and then there are other modules about energy art or basic art techniques in that tier, and you also get a lot of the other exclusive materials that are not just related to energy art. Anybody that's on one of the membership tiers get also discounted prices on healings and other things. And if you're interested in light encoded products or digital printables, there are tiers for that as well. So you can join up, you get exclusive content, discounted prices, and then you also get the physical product once a month mailed out to you. I just wanted to let you know about those because those 2 workshops are coming up over the next couple of days for those that see this video in time and want to join us. These images here are the most recent products that I'm creating. So those are going to be some positivity cards, affirmation cards, very similar to the gratitude cards you've seen. They are almost ready. But I'm also making them into other things like mugs. If there's just like one particular affirmation you like, then you can buy that as a candle or a mug or other things like that. So just spreading the love around. So just updating you on what's coming through. Links are down below for everything if you're interested in knowing more about any of that. And thanks for sticking around until the end. See you next time.